Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the daily update, my 1000 day challenge. This day 662, so let's get things started. Alright, so first and foremost, in terms of balance market update, equity balance update wise still remains the same, no change as of comparing to yesterday itself. So other than that, if you look in terms of US market wide, we did have a very small, nice green bullish candlestick. But bearing in mind that S&P did do that. On the other hand, Nasdaq green candlestick was rather a little bit half-hearted in that sense, because it actually didn't hit very much of a new high in that sense. So because of that, there's a lack of a coherent kind of a pattern, kind of bullish momentum. There definitely would be a much less of a confluence in that potential reversal to a bullish momentum in that sense. And as today's candlestick actually open, we do see some sort of bearish momentum for S&P 500 for the US and China equities in that sense as well. All right, and if you look in terms of ASHR KML China equity itself, you do also see that the third green candlestick above the 20 exponential moving average, which was the first sign of a reversal in terms of bullish momentum, but bearing in mind that it forms a green doji candlestick. So if it does form that, what we do not want to see is, like what I mentioned, we can have a weak retest of the 20 exponential moving average to confirm it as the transition from a resistance to a support. But in this case, it currently has actually broken below it, which therefore is no longer acting as a support itself, which is definitely not what you want to see. And it could very much this will be a force breakout towards the upside, and we are very much moving towards the downward momentum. But bearing in mind that because we did get to bring it above at the end of the day, it does show that the sell-off momentum is a little bit less, and that the people here who were triggered for buying is actually being put down for potential drop as well. We could without still have a triple bottom formation, but until that bounce happens and we have a strong bounce above and stay above the 20 exponential moving average for at least 3 to 5 days itself, and also prove that it has an actual support with a more confirmed kind of a reversal pattern be likely to continue in that sense. All right, and then for KO itself, definitely not a good sign yesterday as well, because even though we tried to maintain above at least the 20 exponential moving average on the daily chart, we actually failed to maintain it on yesterday, and right now we're actually retesting it for potential low region over here. We are once again forming somewhat like a very nice descending triangle formation, similar to here in that sense. Over here we form like A, B, C, D, E. So in which case we actually failed to break up, and we do consolidate over here. A break towards the downside would spark a much more greater sell-off in my opinion. And if you do a 1:1 kind of extension itself, we definitely could be seen within the $15 to $16 region itself, or at least the $18 region itself. So definitely not we want to see if you're looking at a long-term investor, but there is definitely much a possibility at this moment in time. All right. Other than that, finally for Bitcoin itself, we look across the board. Surprisingly, Bitcoin today is holding up itself extremely well, because even if you see the markets, there is going down to 6% across the board, Bitcoin is actually down less than 0.2 or less than 1% in particular. So that is actually a very huge achievement itself, in my opinion. Speaking of a certain strength that Bitcoin does have in the market at the moment, as its on its own itself. Not to say that Bitcoin cannot go any further down, like I mentioned. I also highlighted this green zone itself, that we could definitely much revisit the 23K to 24K region itself. And we do see a very strong support over here, and a bullish divergence over here on the daily, potentially even the weekly chart. That could very much be a bottoming kind of a signal itself, together with a higher low and higher high formation thereafter formed, very much confirms the reversal pattern in play. But until that takes place itself is still rather much of a neutral, leading towards a bearish momentum kind of sentiment in that sense. All right. Otherwise, that's more or less about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below. I don't have any trades that I'm looking to enter in terms of a Bitcoin right now, both in terms of daily and in terms of hourly chart itself. Simply because right now you do see over here that it's very clear cut and it's choppy. Ever since over here we have started to be a little bit more choppy. So I would say right now here is in the range bound kind of situation. You could without a doubt enter here in the up and down kind of thing. But generally right now I'm still in the midst of finalizing a range bound kind of trading strategy, in order to where your entry, where your exit, what's the trigger point, and what's determining the range bound kind of strategy per se. So until that is finalized, I'm not entering range bound kind of trades. Otherwise, that's more or less about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.